I'm Brooke Stevens, a Spanish teacher and the co-founder of STORYLABS. STORYLABS brings reading to all levels and languages with our ready-to-go library, story templates, and digital self-publishing system. Why has STORYLABS built a reading platform for language learners? To paraphrase the linguist Dr. Stephen Krashen, reading is a more pleasant and powerful way to improving grammar, vocabulary, spelling, and writing ability. Reading is also more efficient. To help bring reading into classrooms, STORYLABS has resolved two major roadblocks. The first roadblock is helping teachers provide a library of stories that are engaging and comprehensible. The second roadblock is accountability. Our system tracks student interaction with any story, link, or file you put in your library, facilitating reports and follow-up. Let's take a tour of our latest beginner story, Little Red Riding Hood. We have Spanish and English ready, plus a free template for those who want to translate into more languages. Key features of our stories include illustrations, text that cannot be copied and pasted into a translator, text-to-speech, supporting the story with links, activities, and cultural resources. Outside activities can be linked directly into the platform. This Quizlet matching game has illustrations paired with sentences from the story. Time races as students read to move higher in the rankings. This soccer game from Text-to-8 can be played independently, in pairs, or used with the whole class. Students need comprehension of both vocabulary and grammar to win. We link in outside apps so teachers can create their own materials, track time spent without logging into multiple sites, easily manage passwords, include favorite apps, and most importantly, to increase the effectiveness of technology because it's centered around story. Our printable illustrations are great for activities and conversation. This is very helpful for my classes where I don't have any digital support in the classroom. Illustrations provide shared context and comprehensible conversation around studied structures. In this scene, teachers could ask what would make the students leave the path. Remember, the images are the springboard into conversation. If you get an engaging conversation going, you stay there and let every other activity go. Story is the vehicle. Fluency is the goal. Linking in authentic resources lets teachers see which resources the students are accessing and can give them credit. Students also get a sense of progress as they check them off and keep comments in their e-journals. Our files have student and teacher access settings, so teachers can even organize their private files in the chapter, such as Google Form quizzes. Both students and teachers have an e-journal. I keep my lesson plans in the journal. The progress report makes it easier to flip my classroom. I've coached my students to work at their own level with their eye on the goal, fluency around the story, not memorization of the story. When students come to class, they are ready to spend time in conversation. I see 95 of my elementary students for only 35 minutes a week, and this gets results. Little Red Riding Hood was one of our bigger beginner stories. We have a growing library for different languages, levels, and ages. If you don't see your language or level, then put your story into your library. Just create a Google Doc, download it as an EPUB, then drop it into your book. Students can read and listen to it on their desktops or mobile devices. In the iOS version, each word is highlighted as it is read. Accessibility is key for daily practice. STORYLABS allows for private classroom distribution of any procured or purchased PDF files teachers own. I used to keep these files in messy binders. Now my students have easy access and I can follow up on their favorites. The most engaging and exciting feature is uploading student stories. Illustrations can be drawn or created in Storyboard That, like this story, written by one of my 5th graders 3 weeks ago. For the above story, we camped on each illustration, asking simple comprehension questions and predicting what would come next. What will the shepherd eat? Will the shepherd eat the mother monster, or will the mother monster eat the shepherd? STORYLABS brings reading to classrooms by providing digital libraries that can pleasantly and powerfully grow student confidence and fluency.